Hello class, this is Miss Montes. The purpose of this video is for me to go over all the steps that we have been doing for TSI summer camp, and we are using our Google Classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and go over everything that we've used for those of you who haven't joined from day one. So we have our daily schedule. As I said, we use our Google Classroom. Our daily class schedule, you are to submit your daily attendance using the Google form that I created. Together, we will review and answer the daily TSI question. I will begin my lesson. Sometimes I use a PowerPoint, sometimes I use a website, a Google form, or any other sort of document. Then we always do a live either TSI quiz or a Kahoot. Next, we will practice our academic vocabulary, our terms, and the concepts that are tested on the Reading TSI using the TSI flashcards and Quizlet. We also do use Nearpod and iExcel, and then you complete the assigned TSI quiz or Google form that I create for you guys. Now, let me give you a tour of my Google Classroom. When you click on classwork, I try to organize it the best way that would facilitate our learning. So we have the first thing here, we have our daily attendance. As you see, it's per day. Then we have our daily TSI schedule, which I just reviewed right now. Then I have been creating daily TSI questions every day for us to have that continuous practice. We do one together and then you answer the next one. Let me show you this one. This is the one we did today. And the day 4 one is here. I created it. This one I screenshotted the example, and then here are the answer choices. So we do the first one together, the second one you do on your own, and those are our daily TSI questions that I created on our Google form. Next, we have our TSI Powerpoints and Lessons. Some PowerPoints I create on my own, and then some I do get from the websites that are designed for TSI purposes. So if you did not attend the first day of our summer camp, you are able to click on our welcome PowerPoint, and it's going to provide you all the information. It has my information here. I am Ms. Montes. I am the English department head of Martin High School, and this is for our early college students and Martin High as well. I did introduce the first day of camp, the technologies that we'll be using since we are doing online and distance learning. These are the dates for our TSI camp. Like I mentioned, it was going to be 4 weeks and 90 minutes per session. So here are the session times. The Google Meet link that we're using every day is the same one. The only thing that changes is your designated time. I did tell you why we needed to do and take the Reading TSI test. The TSI test is designed to help determine if students are ready for college level coursework in general areas of reading, writing, and mathematics. So you are in the early college, you are required by the state of Texas to pass the reading, the writing, and the math TSI. So here I included the scores. What are the minimum scores that you need to get in order to pass the TSI test? For mathematics, it's a minimum score of 350. For reading, it is a minimum score of 351. And for the writing, you have a score of a 5 on the essay section or a score of 4 on the essay and a minimum score of 340 on the multiple choice. So the writing portion will be an essay. The essay is persuasive argumentative, and then the questions are revising and editing questions. Okay, I do want to go over briefly the 4 major concepts that are tested on the TSI reading test, since that's going to be a big focus for us. You have the literary analysis, the main idea and supporting details, inferences in a text or texts, because you do have paired selections, and then you do have the author's use of language. And this is very important because the academic vocabulary and terms used are at a higher level since it is the TSI college test. It is checking if you're college ready. Are you ready to take English 1301, 1302, psychology? all those college courses. So the first thing that we are covering this week is the author's use of language. Are you able to identify the author's purpose, the tone, the organization, the rhetorical strategies, ethos, logos, pathos, to perform, to persuade, to entertain, to explain, all those types. And they also do focus on the context of the word. How is the word being used? What does the word mean? For the writing, like I mentioned, you do have your essay. You have 20 multiple choice questions that are revising and editing. And this is what is asked. In the questions, you're going to be asked to revise some passages, but it's going to be in question forms. They're going to ask you on the verb agreement and pronoun agreement. They're going to ask you on sentence structure and sentence logic. Your essay section, like I mentioned previously, it is a 5-paragraph persuasive essay, argumentative. It is very similar to the English 2-star test prompt that is being a persuasive topic. This is a little bit higher level since it's argumentative. So that was a quick overview of the first PowerPoint we did on our day 1 of our TSI camp. Then here I am posting your TSI videos and information as I continue to research and find more information for you guys. The TSI quizzes, remember I mentioned I was able to find 105 quizzes that were created to help you pass the TSI quizzes. And I'll be posting those as we go along. Today we did the author's purpose TSI reading quiz. Then a perfect thing that's going to help you study and review are those TSI reading Quizlets. I have tons of them that are geared to help you study those terms, just like we do daily in class. We practice our flashcards, and then we are able to then take our quiz on Quizlet as well. So this is a great tool that you can use and it will benefit you tremendously. Then we have our Tsi Cahoots. These are super cool also. It also is based all for TSI to help you and be able to allow you to pass that test with that constant practice and repetition. You'll sure be able to pass it with a continuous studying. Then we have our calendar, our Nearpods. Remember the IXL will be getting our password and logins shortly. You do have that paper packet that was provided if you need it. And we have the sample test. And then here is where I'm posting your weekly week 1 assignments. We so far had the pretest and the author's purpose. And then just remember that we have our daily attendance and you submit it through Google form. It will capture your information and you put submit. So that's basically the tour of my Google Classroom. And just here on the side, you do always have the upcoming due dates and the assignments that are due. Here you have our Google Meet link that is the same that you join. And here, if you click on my arrow underneath, you have my session times here posted. So I hope this will help you navigate my Google Classroom and you are able to be successful in your reading and writing TSI tests. Have a great day.